Hello, everyone. How many of you have heard of TechGrind before? Okay, a few, some familiar faces, not so many, so I will fix the problem for you now. So what we do in TechGrind, as many of my colleagues in Southeast Asia, we are building the Silicon Valley in Southeast Asia. So we have three entities that I want to discuss with you. TechGrind Hubs, TechGrind Incubator Venture Capital, as well as our own TGVS Venture Syndicate, where we do angel investments into startups. So to start with, okay, that's better. Start with the hub. What we have is a large community of mostly founders, but also there are other players of the whole industry. Obviously, service providers, investors, universities, government. Everyone has to play some role in building the whole ecosystem. We are helping the startups to get their own startup offices and co-working spaces. We are running many monthly events, which I'm going to talk about in a few minutes. And we run quite a few different workshops, hackathons, conferences. Again, I will provide one good example. So what is a hub? Basically, it's a local chapter. We are based in Bangkok, Thailand. That's where our headquarters is. But we have people on the ground in different areas of the whole Asia region. So from China to New Zealand, we aim to be everywhere, and we are looking for partners. So come talk to me. So speaking of events, we have 7 monthly events. This is as you can see, actually, the top one, it would definitely help many of the presenters today. Every one of our events is solving a specific problem for the founders. So SLAP is called so because this is a friendly environment where people can start practicing their presentation, their pitch. So before they go and sit in front of the investor, they can actually get some good feedback in a friendly environment. We have some others, meeting the mentors, finding your co-founders, Lean Startup Circle. Obviously, it's very important to build your startup in the proper way, and a few others. And all of our events are free for founders. So this is a typical example. By the way, this is the Taiwanese founder, one of our incubated startups. The guy who is pitching, he's from Taiwan. His co-founder is actually here in the audience. So imagine before you go speak with investors, you can actually get feedback. You come to our event monthly, you get 5 minutes, you can practice your presentation, you can get lots of useful feedbacks from advisors, mentors. Did people understand what you're pitching? How it can be improved? So if you go there like 2-3 times and you practice your pitch, definitely it's going to be a totally different result. Get a partner. Obviously, building startup is not easy, and you need a team, a good team. Oftentimes, you are maybe a software developer, but you need the business sales person, and vice versa. If you are an MBA student, for example, and you are looking for someone to develop the product for you, you can come to these kinds of events, co-founder dating. Lean startup. Nobody wants to build products that nobody else needs. So definitely you need to validate properly, and this is again one of the events where people just discuss their cases and share experiences. This is a one-off event. It's not a monthly, but quite an interesting. I thought I will mention it here. So what it will be, it's an event in Bangkok, September 8th to 10th. It's a smart energy hackathon, the first one in the whole of Southeast Asia. We are aiming to get 120 participants. So it's mostly software developers, energy professionals, some data analytics, data scientists, and we organize it together with GIZ, California Clean Energy Fund, KX, and CU Innovation Hub. So some of the largest universities in Thailand as well, Chulalongkorn, KMUTT, Stanford University. There are some good prizes. So we have total of 10,000, And that's the website over there, smartenergyhackathon.com. So feel free to check it out. And if you want to partner or participate, get in touch with us. Now, the bigger part of my presentation is actually going to be about the TechGrind incubator, because this is most of where I focus, what I do. A few facts and figures. So we started early 2015, and in the past 2.5 years, we incubated only 21 startups out of more than 1,000 applications. So you can imagine we are very selective. About 2% of applications actually get incubated. We don't have batches, we only have roll-in, so you could apply now if you wanted to. We have applications from all over the world, startups from US, from India, from China, all over. But we limit the size, we only have like 12 to 15 startups at a time. So we aim for the best ones, only the ones that can be scaled properly, so global solutions, and I will explain later why. Obviously, lean startup methodology is used. You need to validate, you need to make sure that what you're building, customers actually need this. And we prefer growth, not early revenue. We want you to be aiming to capture the big share of the market rather than try to monetize early. We take startups at different stages, so it could be from just an idea, but obviously you have to be a really good founder and with lots of experience. And we have startups from ideally we take them from any stage to the Series A, and that's where we leave them with some other lead investor. And we incubate for up to 18 months and take the 8% equity stake. That's the website there. We are very ambitious, so we are looking for startups that want to and can become unicorns. So next slide, I will explain why. Some other criteria, you obviously have to have at least one person who is full-time on this. Very often you have someone doing startup part-time, it's not going to work. You need some domain expertise, you need to know the problem that you are solving. Obviously learning and being able to be flexible is very, very important, unless you have experienced serial entrepreneur already, but then usually you wouldn't go to the incubator, you would do it by yourself. Technology and software especially is our main focus. So something that can be scaled very rapidly. We are industry agnostic, we don't focus on just fintech or edtech or any other tech. We look at potential in general. We have quite a powerful team, I would say, and my co-founder, Ephraim, he's the founding partner of TechGrind. He actually recently moved back to US from Thailand. We have a very international team. Myself, I'm Russian and New Zealand citizen. He has 3 citizenships, so he's American, Swedish, Israeli. You can imagine all of this 3 top entrepreneurial ecosystems, technology ecosystems. He's taken all of it in. And he actually built 7 startups. 3 of them became unicorns. His last one is still a private company. There was no exit, but valuation-wise, it's over $1 billion. We have guys in other parts of Asia and Europe. So, for example, Alvin is running Lazada in Philippines. Jan is teaching MBA students at Stanford, so he's based with me in Bangkok. Roberto is in Italy, and Varun is working mostly on the fund side, together with Ephraim in TechGrind, on opening TechGrind USA. We have a very good and big international team of mentors, advisors, entrepreneurs, and residents. Yeah, I'll probably not talk about them too much, but you can see it's not everyone. It's just some guys who have experience, and they are from all over the world. Imagine all the networks that they can bring with them and all the experience. So on top of this mentorship and advisory that we provide, and all of our partners and advisors, EIRs provide, we also have a big package of products and services, around $700,000 right now. So the incubation package includes, for example, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cloud credits. So your startup, which obviously supposed to rely on technology a lot, can be scaled over the next 2 years, and you could be saving that much in cloud credits, for example. We can help you with choosing and doing the Singapore or Hong Kong incorporation, with incorporation in Thailand, doing the BOI, Board of Investment, and visas assistance as well. Regional, global expansion, demo days, and lots of training on the lean startup, on the software technology. In terms of funding, we provide two main ways. One is pre-seed angel through our venture syndicate, which I will mention in a few seconds. And the next one is seed and Series A, where we are also looking for other VCs to co-invest with. And we are also launching our own fund for 50 million US this year. So some of our partners, you can see in technology, in legal. Some of our startups, what is interesting is most of our startups, actually 80 to 90%, actually have foreign founders. So we are not exactly, even though we are based in Bangkok in Thailand, we are not really just looking for Thai startups. We are more looking for startups in Thailand, and it's mostly very international. So the founders of these startups are from UK, France, Russia, Taiwan, obviously Thailand as well. France, I mentioned, okay. So just to give you some examples of what startups we have, this is an equity crowdfunding, a crowd investing platform, which if you are a startup, you could be raising from a multitude of angels, and it's very small retail angels. So again, all of you could actually be investing in startups yourself from just $10. So who wouldn't want that to capture the next Uber, Facebook, or Amazon? This is the startup that was founded by the Taiwanese founder, Pimlo, and it's a good example of kinds of startups that we are looking for. So it's already in 4 languages. It's not just in Thai. It's in English, it's in Chinese Mandarin, and Indonesian as well. Transporters.io, when they came to us, they only had 1 customer in Australia. Now they're in 73 countries. So if you are, for example, a transport business, they can help you a lot. So check them out. We have some edtech solutions. So this startup is doing, for example, for English. If you're not a native speaker, which I'm guessing 99% of the audience here is, this is one of the startups that could be useful for you. And you can imagine it's scalable to the rest of the world as well. This is a cashback model, which is not very popular yet in Thailand. But again, an example, one guy, one founder came to us, and now they have, actually in March, they only had 500 users. In the past 2-3 months, they actually reached 120,000, I believe. Okay, so show me the money. Yeah, so this is how we work with the startups on the investment side. We have our own active angel syndicate called TGVS, TechGrind Ventures Syndicate. So what we usually do is one of the general partners of TechGrind is leading the investment, and we have other angels joining us. So it's smaller rounds. It's usually 30 to 100K max at a valuation capped at 1 million. And most of our angels are from US and Europe. So we're still looking for some partners, for some good strategic co-investors. So if anyone is interested, and especially interested in the ASEAN's best deal flow, because as I mentioned, we have so many applications coming in, and it's mostly very, very international. We are English from like day one, as opposed to many other local Thai-based telecommunication accelerators, for example. So yeah, I think that's it. Please check our website, come talk to me. We're always looking for people to work with. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Pavel, for your inspiring speech. And I